Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, we're down for a big one here this evening on the SPL Network. Thank you for tuning in. My name is Darth. I'm going to be your host here this evening. We're got a best of three on the table between the Ocean City Tsunamis and the Ontario Outliers, competing for the spot in the Pro Promotional Series and a chance to get into Pro past the Los Angeles Comets. It's going to be a great one, going to be a grand one. We got 8 great players with a chance to get into Pro by the end of the postseason. And 8 great players are going to be down there on the ice here tonight. Ocean City Tsunamis in their black jerseys. Ontario Outliers sporting their blue, defending the right cage. Of course, Cape leading the charge for the most part here for the Ontario Outliers. Leads the team in almost the division in saves, only being outdone in that saves department by Snowman. We'll get more into the nitty-gritty of that as the evening progresses. Of course, he's followed behind with a very solid roster of High Flyer, Cactus, and the substitution of Renard if the team ever does need to see that fit. To see onto the ice, it will be so, and it will be so swiftly. Of course, Ocean City, a team that doesn't really need a whole lot of introduction, a team that just kind of spreads around the wealth whenever it comes to play time. Khan having the least amount of games played with 6 on the season, still has 20 points on his name, not a stranger to the offensive side of the puck. Of course, Spectacular having 47 goals. Shortly behind him is Cosmo with 28, and then Clifford having 18. Everybody having more than 10 games played if you leave out Khan on that lineup. And right now, Ocean City looking like a solid team, looking like a great roster, coming up as an intermediate team from last season, really cementing themselves as a challenger team here in the Slapshot Premier League. Of course, Ontario Outliers last season relegated as a pro team. They're looking to get back in. They're looking to punch them out where the teeth hurt. As the kids say. I don't think the kids say that at all. I'm gonna stop talking about what the kids say because I can't really relate to half of them. But nonetheless, Cactus leading the drive in the terms of goal scoring for the Ontario Outliers, having 44. High Flyer in second with 31. Renard with 27 in third place. And then Cape playing 16 out of the 16 games for the Ontario Outliers. Has dressed for each and every matchup that I can remember. He's scored 18 goals so far this season. But of course, Cape is not known for his offensive capabilities. He's known for controlling the puck, controlling the game flow, and controlling the saves column and keeping that crease clean. 74 saves on the season, second in the Challenger Division, and a pretty hefty amount whenever compared to the rest of the league as well. But he's going to be tested here on the defensive side. Cactus, High Flyer, looking to get it done on the offensive side. Cactus is one of the top point getters of the Challenger Division as well. He's towards the top, the best of the best in the Challenger Division. He is only, he's third place whenever it comes to points. He's got 75 points on the season. Above him is Night Sector from the Noobs with 85. And then in first place, the carry of the Challenger Division from the Noobs as well with 104 points on the regular season. There is X. But Cactus coming back for the first time in quite a while. Made himself, a relevant player here on the Ontario lineup, and I think he's going to continue that as we continue on through the evening. Last time these two teams met was one time in the regular season, as the last game was a forfeited matchup. Last time they played was February 10th, back, I think it was week number 2, if I'm not mistaken. But final score was 5-3. Ontario coming out on top. Ontario having both of the wins in the head-to-head record between the two. Game 2 was never played, as they just never found a common time to do it. That game did not really affect the standings, did not really affect anything whenever it came to getting into the Pro Promotional Series, so neither team was really keen to get it done and get it in there. Ontario having the more availability on the schedule throughout the regulation, the 6 days that were allotted to play that game. Ontario had the majority of them. They were assessed the forfeit win, and they got the W on the standings to prove it. But Ocean City having the majority of possession time last time these two teams met up, but that was a hefty amount of minutes ago, as it was about over a month. It's March 19th here, and it's been quite a while. These boys have not met on the ice in almost a month, over a month, and we might see that come out first and foremost in game number 1. This is a best of 3, so the first team to claim 2 victories moves up to play against the Los Angeles Comets. Taking a look at the current Pro Promotional Standings. This is how it is as of current. One team being knocked out, the Ottawa Orbit took on the New Jersey Noobs. They were swept out 2-0 in that series. And then there on the bottom right, we got the Ontario Outliers, the Ocean City Tsunamis. Winner moves on to play Los Angeles. If Los Angeles wins that match, they remain in Pro for next season. If they lose it, they drop the Challenger, and the victor goes into the Red Boys jersey. Of course, West Virginia Orangutans, the 10th place seed. Los Angeles Comets, the 9th place of the Pro Division. The Noobs were first. They played the 4th place Orbit, and then on the other side of the coin, we got the 2nd place Ontario Outliers and the 3rd place Ocean City Tsunamis. There was a chance that the Tsunamis would have taken that 2nd spot, but you know, this fairy tale wasn't quite realistic enough at the end of the regular season, and so here we are with these seedings. It wouldn't have really affected anything. Second and third place play each other regardless of whether Tsunamis were first or second or third place. They would have still met the same other side of the coin that we'll be seeing here tonight. I think it's going to be a great match. I think it's going to be an even match, and I don't think we're going to see that big of either party blown out of the water here in regulation. Of course, all three of these games, if it does go to 3 games in the series, we got 3 periods each, 5 minutes each period. We're in for a long haul here tonight. If we go all 3 games, we might still be here at 11:30, which is a copious amount of time away, and I really don't want to do that. So if we can wrap it up in 2, great. If not, we'll play it out and see what happens. Man, Slapshot is hard and I suck, so I don't play it anymore. I feel that. I feel that. That's why I'm in the commentator booth and not on the ice. But these are the Challenger standings as the season ended. Back, I think it was last Tuesday, we finished this one off. New Jersey Noobs first place with a 16-2 record. Ontario Outliers doing the same. Half a game back, did not get that first place spot, nor would they had if they even did tie the record, because of the head-to-head standings being the differential maker up there whenever the standing points are in fact tied. But of course, Ontario Outliers, New Jersey Noobs ending with the same regular season statistics. Of course, the New Jersey Noobs were only defeated 1 time in regulation. That's why they have the odd point, because of the overtime loss they were assessed earlier on in the season. There's not a column to show the overtime losses, but we can kind of do the math and we can kind of figure it out on the fly. New Jersey Noobs 16-1-1 technically, if you want to go into the extra innings whenever it comes to that statistic. They will remain first place. They took on the Ottawa Orbit that were 12-6 on the season. No overtime there. Same with Ocean City and Ontario. No overtime losses to either of those columns. Outliers finishing 16-2. Ocean City 13-5. Of course, the Spinners and the Beauties were able to squeak out of the relegation position. They held their spot and held it well during the last week of the regular season. Neither of them being in a relegation or promotional spot, they will remain in Challenger as long as their captains want to return. Rabbi being the captain of Edmonton, Cheese being the captain of Pittsburgh, and so as long as they want to come back, they have their spot in Challenger. As for the Beans, the Scorpions, and the Monarchs, they will have to fight for their spot. Syracuse Scorpions have been demoted down to the intermediate division thanks to the hands of the Delmarva Dandy Popes. The Popes, after I think 4 seasons of trying to get promoted out of the intermediate division, if it's not 4, it's 3. After 3 seasons, they finally found a way to do it. They got out of the intermediate division, they got it out of the rut, and they found a way to get up into the purple division. And they did it well. I think it was a 2-game sweep for the boys down there. Taking a look at what the Challenger Promotional Series looks like right now, here you have it. All these games are a best of 3, so this is not the correct standings. All right, I'm in the hot seat now. Let me just change that real quick. Bam, right there. That's what it's all about. Northern Hills Voodoo, we're going to play the Dover Dog Woofers, but the Dover Dog Woofers disbanded before the regular season completed. I think it was on the day we had roster lock, the last day of week number 4 out of our 6 regular season weeks. I'll figure out how the English phonetics work. It's just not going to be tonight. You're going to have to bear with me. But Northern Hills Voodoo are now a Challenger team as they get a bye past that first round. The Delmarva Dandy Popes also making it into Challenger over the Syracuse Scorpions. That was a 2-0 series in that best of 3. Very dominant play by Delmarva. They showed their worth on the ice, and I think they're going to do great in Challenger next season. Of course, tonight also, same time as this matchup is taking place, the Napoli Neapolitans. I will learn how to say your name at one point. The Neapolitans will be playing the Charlotte Wildcats. There we go. The Wildcats, Neapolitans, playing a best of 3 at 10 o'clock as well. So, not sure if our caster is around for that. Check the broadcast announcements channel that we have in the SPL Discord if you're interested in trying to find that one. If not, I'm sure you'll see it in the Slapshot tab of Twitch if we do have a caster for it. If not, it is unfortunate. But some of the players might be streaming their perspective, so I encourage you to go and check that out. On the bottom right, we got the Pittsburgh Pythons. Technically, the Pennsylvania Pythons, as we have 2 Pittsburgh teams already in the league. We cannot have a third as the rulebook. So they're the Pennsylvania Pythons this season. They took out the Buffalo Buffaloes in round number 1, and they're moving on to try to take out the Beans. If they beat the Beans, they get in a Challenger. If they don't, they remain in IM. Same thing with the Wildcats Neapolitans game. Winner that goes on to play the Midwest Monarchs, now without C-Max. And if they win that best of 3, they make the Chow. If the Midwest Monarchs lose, they go down to intermediate. And we'll see how this one plays out. Spectacular, Cosmo, Clifford just joining the lobby. Got to be stated for the record book. But it's going to be a great one, going to be a grand one. And I think it's going to be a tight notch match. whether you like it or not. If you're new to SPL, you don't know how the divisions are separated, here's the 4 main divisions of the league. At the top, we got the Pro Division, 10 teams make it into that division. Everybody plays everybody twice in 6 weeks, which is 3 games per week, for a total of 18 games in the regular season. Top 8 make the playoffs. Bottom 2 play in the Pro Promotional Series, which is going to be taking effect right now. The top 4 of Challenger play against the bottom 2 of Pro, as we saw in the bracket, and the bottom 4 of Challenger play the top 3 from each intermediate conference from IM. Yeah, this is the main gist of it. You get the idea. In order to get to intermediate, you got to be the top 4 of Open. In order to get into Challenger, you got to be top 3 of your intermediate conference. To get into Pro, you got to be in your top 4 of your Challenger division. And to get into the Pro playoffs, you got to be top 8 out of the 10. But whether it makes sense or not, that's up to you. But yeah, Pro and Challenger regular season, the same thing. 18 games played. Everybody plays everybody twice. And where the cards fall, you got to play them where they lie, just like golf. And intermediate division, a little bit different. Since there are the 2 conferences, you play everybody inside your conference 2 times for 12 games played, and then you play everybody outside your conference 1 time to make it a total of 19. Top 3 promote, bottom 2 relegate. And then for open division, we try to make it a little bit easier for the new players as they're getting accustomed to the game still. You only play inside your conference, and you only play every team 1 time for 13 games played for 2 games per week. And if you make the top 4, you make the cut. If you don't, you play again next season and try to get up into the more competitive divisions. Of course, we do have our separate structure for the Western Division audience. That's all played on the Western servers. All 4 of these conferences matches are played on the East Coast servers of North America. So try to keep the ping down. Try to give everybody, regardless of skill level, their spot to play here in SPL. Whatever we can do to make that work, we will. And whatever we can do to separate the big dogs from the little dogs, from the smaller dogs to the goldfish, we will also do that as well. That's our main priority here, is to provide that competitive platform for everybody. And I think we're doing an all right job. It's not phenomenal, it's not horrible, but it is pretty darn all right. But yeah. So while we wait for the rest of the team to file into it, it's 10 o'clock on the dot. Look at that. My pregame notes worked out exactly when I needed them to stop. But yeah, Clifford, Spectacular, Cosmo in the lobby right now. Khan, odds are not playing here tonight. Had the least amount of games played on their team's roster. He will probably be cheering them on from the sidelines. He had 6 games played compared to Spectacular's 14, Clifford's 13, and Cosmo's 11. So looks like, just going off the bat, Khan was the guy that kind of fills in the gaps, kind of like Renard from the Ontario Outliers. Of course, Renard this season played the most games that I've ever seen him play. He played 9 on the regular season out of the 16 total that Ontario ended up playing. Forfeits don't really count towards games played, as there's no statistics to go along with it. It's just a 10-0 difference on the board. For goal differential, we had a few people try to force a forfeit so they wouldn't lose their goal differential rating, because we used to enforce forfeits, a 1-0 result on the page, and that would affect goal differential massively. So instead of the 1-0 this and last season, I think we started this last season, where if you forfeit a match, it's a 10-0 result, as that is the most goals you are able to get in a match. There's a 10-goal mercy rule. You can't score more than that. There is a 10-goal difference between the 2 teams at any given time. We're calling it early, and we will move on to the next matchup, just like the regular season. But it's going to be tight. Cape High Flyer Cactus already in the lineup. They're ready to rock and roll. Renard is also in the lobby if they do need that substitution. Of course, Ontario Outliers once again going to be on the right side of your screen in their Ontario blue. And the Ocean City Tsunamis going to be on the left side wearing their black jerseys with the cyan decals. Thank you, JStronics, for putting in the blood, sweat, and tears and the orphan sacrifices to make this color mod work. The production quality would be massively lower without JStronics' efforts here on the SPL network. So thanks to him, we can have the logo at center ice. We can have the extra colors to the jerseys. It's not going to be red and blue like we had the regular season, but yeah, it's going to be great, going to be grand, and hopefully everything works like I hope it will. I have no guarantees that everything will work without a hitch, because this is a one-man band. It's just me in my room alone with OBS open and Slapshot as well. Yeah, we're going to hopefully get this one underway here soon. Waiting for the 2 teams to take to their sides of the ice. Nobody's readied up, but we do have 8 players in the lobby, including myself. So 7 and a broadcaster. So that's what we got to work with here this evening. Once again, players to watch here tonight. Cactus on offense. He's the leading goal scorer for the Ontario Outliers. Cape on defense. He leads almost the Challenger division. He's second in saves. We'll get more into that. He has 74 on the season. as well. And then for the Ocean City Tsunamis, keep an eye on Spectacular. He's been hitting dirty dangles. Check out the the Slapshot TikTok to see a few of his finest works. Maybe he'll hit his dangles here in this match. If he can hit it in this match, he can hit it in any of them. This is going to be some of the highest anticipated Slapshot that we've had all season. It's all coming down to this. This is the end of the season. One of these teams are walking home in the dark. Who's it going to be? The Tsunamis? Outliers? I honestly have no idea. If you asked me, I would not be able to put my money down confidently on either of these teams. At the beginning of the season, I was skeptical of where the Tsunamis were going to finish. I had them place in 7th place. That is not the case, and it's a long way away from it. But they have refined their skills over the regular season. Spectacular on offense. Keep an eye on him. 47 goals, 68 points on the season out of his 14 games played. And then on defense, you got to keep an eye on everybody. Cosmos, especially, 11 games played, 47 saves. He's doing God's work back on the defensive end. But their transition game is pretty immaculate. Everybody having more takeaways than the 2 turnovers, except Clifford, but that's another story. Spectacular having 89 turnovers to his 126 takeaways. And Cosmo, of course, 124 on his takeaways, 63 on his turnovers. One of the best turnover ratios I've seen in the intermediate division. Whether or not you want to fight me on that, go for it. But I say what I say, and I'm feeling the vibe right now. But yeah, when everybody's ready to rock and roll, we're taking it down to the ice. Speaking of the devil, everybody's ready to rock. Everybody's ready to roll. We're taking it down to the ice for 15 minutes of Slapshot here in game number 1 between the Ocean City Tsunamis on the left side and the Ontario Outliers on the right. All right, we're rocking. The game catcher said hello finally. And we'll see how this one transpires. 3 periods between these 2 teams. One may be the victor. And who's it going to be here at the beginning stages of this best of 3? Cosmo applying that pressure, immediately shoots, scores! And the Tsunamis are the first ones on the boards. Quick to the pedal, straight to the line. Cosmo able to get that step on Cape, and a massive one at that. It's 1-0 here in Ontario. Spectacular. Down the near side, trying to get this one down to business. Cape whipping that one along the boards, finding its way topside. Cactus here off the backhand, looking to shift his way down to the near side of the sands. Off the forehand, over to Cape. Spectacular here with a pickoff. Looks down low, goes over to High Flyer. Spectacular keeps on keeping on into the far side corner of the offensive zone. A pick out to Cosmo. Cosmo to Clifford. Looks to the pole, shoots off the far side and wide. Cape to the top side, and then to the near. Looks to get a step on the opposition. Cactus here with a shot. Goes off the body and wide. A great save there back between the pipes. Cosmo doing it all right now. Cactus, near side, backhand pass over to High Flyer. High Flyer in the danger zone, not able to get the shot released. Cosmo and Spectacular tag teaming that one, getting the physicality in play and getting that puck out of the defensive end. Cape, High Flyer, top side. Cosmo trying to play physical along the top side boards. Is this one shuffled out? Spectacular with a great shot. Almost able to send that one packing, but misses the bus on the way home. Spectacular to the near side, off the backhand, finds his way off the stick of Cape, back over to High Flyer. No, Spectacular with a stick in the corner, looks for the forehand pass out to the point. Cosmo here pulls this one, looks for the dangle, hits it in the Cactus, fought off by High Flyer. Here's the chip in by Cosmo, finds his way down to Spectacular. Spectacular, forehand rifle out to the defensive end. Here's Cosmo with it now. Both of these teams have great point leaders out there on the ice. Cactus 3rd place in the Challenger Division after the regular season. Spectacular Cosmo also down there on the ice. Really putting in work on the offensive side of the puck, and I think they're going to be the biggest point getters here this evening. Cactus, topside point. Looks to bring this one out. Here's Spectacular with it, trying to jimmy that one along with the locks as this one pops loose down to the near side. High Flyer with a step, shoot, scores! And we got ourselves a 1-1 ball game. Great shots come great goals, and great opportunities are found in the pocket of High Flyer. 1-1 in Ontario. Clifford trying to get this one down early. This one's stopped by High Flyer along the near side corner, popped out to Cape. Cape off the forehand, shot into the near side corner. Spectacular looks to pick this one up along the wall. That one goes through a few bodies as that one goes off into the corner. Cosmo in the corner, finds his way out front. Nice save by Cactus, 1-on-1. He's going to chip this one down to High Flyer in a little area pass. Spectacular there, tending that near side post. Thank you, Renard, for the gifted sub. We'll not let that one go by the wayside. Thank you, Ram, also for the returning action on the resub. I appreciate both of you. Spectacular. Shot from the point, stopped by Cactus. Cosmo back in the neutral zone, looks to the top side to get get some jams on his biscuit. So that one ricochets off the far side of the cage. Clifford tries to get that one back for the Tsunamis down the near side, finds his way into the near side pocket. Spectacular whips it off the forehand over to Clifford. Clifford in the slot, shooting, nice save by Cape. Out in front, the danger is still imminent, but Cactus there to extinguish the flame. That was that offensive chance. Cosmo, near side, off the slot over to Spectacular, backs out one off the backhand, shoots out one topside. Thank you, Milk, for the sub. I appreciate that as well. High Flyer with 2 minutes on this first period. Clock finds its way over to Cape. Cape off the forehand, over to Cactus. Cactus pulls it off the forehand. The backhand shuffle just wasn't quite there. The puck did not want to cooperate with him on that one. And so he'll have words with this one after in the parking lot with the solid chunk of rubber. 1:45 remains here in the first. Here's the captain, Clifford, to take this one out for Ocean City. Topside to Spectacular. Spectacular off the backhand, dumps this one down and in to the Ontario zone. Cape, Cosmo, backhand, near side. Cape with a nice touch on this one, takes this one out for the Ontario Outliers. As he dumps this one down and in, looks to get this one fished out near side. Spectacular. Clifford to Cosmo. Back to Spectacular. Backhand shot. Nice save by Cape. This one's rifled off the far side wall over to Spectacular. Back in his own defensive end. Cactus trying to make this one pay. Out in front, Cosmo there with a nice shuffle into the corner. Cactus freed up. High Flyer in the zone. Looking to get this one downtown, but not able to get past Clifford cleanly. As High Flyer will try to shimmy this one back to his captain. Here's Cape with it yet again for the Ontario Outliers. Across the grain, over to Cactus. Cactus at the point, shooting this one down along the end wall. Out in front, High Flyer shoots, he scores! And we got ourselves a 2-1 ball game at Scotiabank Arena in Toronto, Ontario. A great chance, great patience, and a great goal. 2-1's our score, and the difference is 1. This one looks to the top side. Cape trying to just quarterback the play, trying not to get that takeaway, trying not to give away a turnover that is not warranted as we leak towards the end chapter of this first period of action here in game 1. Cape controlled. Cactus near side. Goes off Cosmo. Cosmo out the other way for the Tsunamis. Chips that one towards the cage in a prayer, but not one that was answered. Cape to the top side. Shuffles that one along the boards. Cactus with a shot. Beams wide off the side of the cage. High Flyer here with possession off the back end. Hits the side of the cage yet again. Spectacular. Tending the crease. Keeps that one down low to Cosmo. Cosmo on the far side. Banks it off the boards. Cape here in the corner with 14 to work with. Finds Spectacular off the back end. He's trying to get this one back out to the point. No easy passing lanes. Cape keeps this one down low in the corner. He shifts that one off of Cactus. This one's kept down low. And one last drive. And that's out of reach. And that's the end of the first. 2-1's our score here in Ontario. A great effort from both sides of the ice. And one that will not go unwarranted. Ontario Outliers at 2. Ocean City Tsunamis at 1. Good period so far. It's a best of 3, so periods are but a drop in the bucket. Everybody's ready to rock here in period number 2. In game number 1, we're taking it back down to the ice. We'll see the Ontario Outliers on the right and the Ocean City Tsunamis on the left, duking out for 5 more minutes at least. Cosmo, near side, getting this one down low. Cape trickles that one back along his own end wall, finding his way down to the near side, gets a step on the opposition, a pass over to Cactus. Cactus there with a nice touch, but a Clifford with a better one. Cape here in the neutral zone trying to regain possession for the Ontario Outliers. Cape to the near side, takes this one back defensively, tries to get a little bit of separation between him and Spectacular. Spectacular hounding him for his lunch money. So this one goes off of Cosmo. Cactus back out to the far side. Cosmo trying to get this possession back for the boys in black, but this one finds its way back over to blue. Cape, High Flyer, shoots, scores! And another one into the back of the netting for the Ontario Outliers. 3-1 the difference now, and High Flyer's picking the corners like I can't get away from that comment. C-Man knows what I'm talking about. 3-1, 2 goals the difference. Ontario Outliers getting it done so far on the offensive side of the puck. Cosmo able to jam this one back in offensively with 4:11 to go here in the second period of action. Plenty of time left to be played between both of these teams. Neither one wanting to give up a whole lot of defensive opportunities. Not a whole lot of players on the ice right now looking to give up a lot of board battles. So far, Ontario getting the majority of those board battles won. We'll see if that continues on here in game 1. Maybe it'll switch up in game 2. But right now, Ocean City trying to get that pedal applied. Get some pressure. Shot, scores! Cosmo with an immediate answer. With a great shot out in the crease. One that not too many people miss. About 6 feet away from that crease. Clifford sets him up with a dime, and he knows exactly what to do with that. 5 goals have been had, 2 of them for Ocean City, and they're just getting warmed up right now. Is the color mod public? We're working on that. We're working out a few more kinks before we make it public, but we're getting there. Spectacular. Cosmo. Brought out to the top side. Looks to bring this one back down low. Cosmo out to the far side boards. Clifford pinching in, trying to get this one away from Cape. Cape with great puck control finds his way off the top side boards, leaks back over to Cactus. Cactus here in his own defensive corner. Clifford knocks that one loose down to the near side. High Flyer retreating back onto the defensive side of the puck to scoop this one out of the way of harm back defensively. Spectacular on his own back pedal. Looks to take this one out and quarterback to play. Down the near side over to Cosmo. Cosmo backhand to the top side, passes this one over to Spectacular. Pulls, shoots, nice save there by Cactus. Cosmo looking for the follow-up on the question, but not able to get that one released neither. Here's Cape to the top side, looking to get this forecheck down. Little fake off the forehand. Clifford pouncing on him right when he was vulnerable. Cosmo gets a step, not able to get a step far enough as High Flyer gets a stick back in time to stop that shot. Cactus here with the dump in. Spectacular waiting for Ocean City. Gets this one out off the noggin of High Flyer. High Flyer near side goes off Spectacular over to Clifford. Clifford to Spectacular. High Flyer knocks it loose off the near side boards into the corner. Clifford. 2:33 to work with. Out in front, Cactus trying to pounce on it and gets his touch on it, but not enough to get that shot registered. High Flyer on the defensive side. Spectacular knocking it loose down in the corner. Gets him in some trouble. Here's Cactus with it yet again off the back end. Across the green top side. It gets it over to Cape. Cape here controlling it back defensively. A shot towards the cage, but not one that was on. Here's Clifford with it now. Gets this one topside, goes off Spectacular, pulls, tries to get this one across the green. Cactus there, reading that play beautifully. Bank pass to himself. Oh, Cactus finds a way through. How about them apples? 4-2. And he just walked his dog through the park with his eyes closed. He split the defense like it was the Red Sea, and his name was Moses. 4-2. Ontario back on top by 2 here in Game 1. Great stuff. 2 minutes remain. A lot of time left to work with. Ocean City is nowhere near out of the woods yet. Plenty of opportunities left to be had down there on the ice. Last time these two teams met up, if you missed the pregame, was back on February 10th. That was a 2-goal difference, 3-5. Ontario led, and they ended up winning that matchup back on that day. Not sure if it was casted or not, but that was the only time these two teams met up in the regular season, so that's all we got to go off of. And that was a month and 9 days ago. So these two teams have not seen each other in a competitive stance in quite a while, but they're both. This is the feeling out stage. I think this is only going to ramp up from here, and we'll just see if I'm right. High Flyer, Spectacular, topside point, Cosmo to Clifford, shoots, nice save by Cactus. Down across the grain, Cosmo shuffles that one right back to the sender. Here's Clifford trying to battle against Cape. Cape back on the defensive side, retreating from Cosmo over to Cactus. Cactus finding his way down off the back, and shot goes off of Clifford, and a huge save there by Spectacular. High Flyer to the top side with a minute remaining here in the second period of action. Off the back end, Cosmo. High Flyer shoots, nice save by Clifford. Man, stacking the pads, coming up big in a big way. 50 seconds remain, and 2 goals still the gap because of Clifford's efforts back there on the defensive side. Cactus, top side, High Flyer takes this one in stride. Forehand shot goes off the backboard into the hands of Clifford as he rifles that one topside. Cosmo, Spectacular, from the point, pulls it down low into the slot. Cactus, a little Beyblade action, finds the puck in his favor for the time being. Spectacular, Clifford pulls, shoots, saved by High Flyer out at the point. 30 seconds remain. Cosmo, Clifford, top side, out at the slot, finds his way over to Spectacular. From the backhand, a shot rifles wide. Now one whistles clean at the netting. Cosmo with 19 on the clock. High Flyer along the top side boards with 16. Spectacular, backhand shot into the corner. Cape here with 13 here in the second. Cactus pulls it away from the red line. Top side over to High Flyer. High Flyer off the back end, advancing. Pass over to Cactus. Pull, shoot, scores! And that's slap shot, baby! Wow, you can't draw up a better goal on the chalkboard even if you try. 2-5 with a 3-point gap. Ontario taking the lead in their back pocket and look to take it into the second intermission with a little bit of finesse. And that will do it for the second. How about them apples? A tough-fought match, and one that's going to be even tougher to fight for the Tsunamis here in the third period. But hard-hitting impact from both sides of the ice. Both sides of the ice not giving up an inch, let alone a mile. And I think that's only going to be the trend set here for the entire evening. But as all 6 parties are ready to rock, all 6 parties are ready to roll. We're taking it back down to center ice at Scotiabank Arena in Toronto, Ontario, to get this one back underway. Puck's dropped at center ice, and the final chapter here in game number 1 is rocking. This one just brought down over by Cosmo, finds Clifford to take the first possession over to the Tsunami side. Spectacular, getting that pass received on a long distance call from Cosmo. Cosmo near side, forehand pass goes off. High Flyer out to the point, Clifford trying to fight for possession, going off High Flyer to the near side point. Clifford with a shot attempt, goes off a cape. Cactus over to High Flyer for the Ontario Outliers. Off the forehand, stop by Clifford. Shooting, going off the body of Cactus. There's Cosmo in the corner to the near side. Spectacular reversed out to Cosmo. Cosmo in the top corner, finding his way out to the point. Spectacular pulls, pass over to Clifford. Clifford with a shot, goes off the post, and a big save by Cape. Able to get enough of that to keep it wide of the cage, and one that was measured by the millimeter. So the battle continues in the neutral zone. Cape getting this one back for Ontario. Cactus getting a touch. Spectacular. Just trying to get this one freed up. Finds his way back over to Cosmo. Cosmo with a minute elapsing off this third period clock. Tries to get this one north for the Tsunamis. Spectacular with a shot. Goes off Cactus over to Clifford. Cape in the corner. Going off his backhand. Trying to get this one freed up from the corner. Tsunami's on the offensive side. Pops this one down the near side over to Spectacular. Spectacular backhand out of the range of Cosmo. Cosmo will take this one back defensively. Near side out to Spectacular. Pulls it off the forehand. Shooting towards the cage. Scores! And Clifford able to bring this one back into the reach of his gravitational pull. 3-5. Able to bring this one back here in the third. Waits on the far side doorstep and is rewarded with a Snickers bar on Halloween. We're nowhere near from being done with this matchup as the goals are back down to a 2 on the difference board. Cosmo breaking this one out of the defensive end, finds a forehand shot, scores, and another one to the back of the twine makes the difference 1. Ocean City not letting up on the offensive side of the puck nor the defensive side, and they're getting rewarded massively here with their unwavered adrenaline potential. I don't remember what word I was going to go for. That was a crash halfway through that sentence. 3:22 remains here in the third. 4-5 is our score. Ocean City right now in the lead. High Flyer advances this one back defensively. Tries to get a little bit of reach around from Spectacular. Spectacular taking this one topside off a cape. Goes out in front of the cage. Ontario there with the defense named High Flyer. Cosmo top side looks to bring this one down the near into the far. Cosmo not wanting to force a turnover that is not unwarranted. Trying to get this one out of the defensive side cleanly. As that one shot down the length of the ice. Cape topside. Cactus gets a little interfered with as he's not able to take that one in stride. Cosmo back on the defensive swing. Finds his way off High Flyer. Topside out to Clifford with a 2-on-1. Pops this one down the near side. High Flyer with a step shot wide of the cage. Here's Cactus. Off the near side. Goes off Clifford. Cosmo there with a nice save. Brings this one out the other way. Cactus tries to keep this one wide of the shot lane as he takes it down low in his own corner. Spectacular peel, shoot, scores! And another one for the Tsunamis. Able to tie us up at 5s here in the third. A great takeaway, a great shot, and a great placement as he roofs it up on the top shelf where you keep the peanut butter. 5-5, tied up like a hog in a rodeo here in the third. The 2:25 to burn. Can it get much closer than this? Cactus in the corner, trying to pull this one out and away. High Flyer out of the point, pulls this one down for Ontario. That one's shot into the corner. Cape down low in the offensive zone. A big off the goaltender. What about that? Put that one on the TikTok. Wow, what a shot. That's accuracy, baby. Wow. I've never seen anybody do that in slap shot. Cosmo looking to break this one down offensively. High Flyer, pull, shoot, nice save off. I think Cape was awarded with that save. Thank you, Jay Strikes, for the 5 gifted. I appreciate you. Nice shot, scores, and Cape with another insult to the injury. 7-5 is the tally on the board now. Ontario said, all right, we'll break it down for you. 2 goals of difference. Cape says no comeback. We got a minute 50 remaining. It's not over till the fat lady sings. Right now, my girlfriend's on a diet, so I don't think we're going to see the end of this until, the buzzer sounds. Cape to Cactus. Off the backhand. Clifford finds his way over to Spectacular. Down the near side board. Spectacular whips this one off the forehand over to Cosmo. Cosmo pulls it off the backhand. On the front. Goes off a body into the cage. Cosmo with a deflection goal of the century. Brings us back within 1 here in game 1. What a shot. And what a peel off the backhand. I think Cape's interference was a little bit too much to handle with that physicality on the offensive side of the puck. Ocean City 6. Ontario 7. We're back within 1. High Flyer on the near side boards. Pulls this one into the corner. Reversed out to Cactus. Cactus off Clifford. Spectacular with a shot deflected by High Flyer. Clifford to the near side wall. Shot goes off the side of the cage. Cape here trying after this one to keep this one down along the boards. Ontario just got to hold on to this goal. An insurance one would be great, but it is not needed right now. Just some grade A defense is all that is needed to win this game. Cape pulls it away. Shoots, scores, and there's that insurance marker I talked about like a couple seconds ago. A great shot, a great goal. Cape coming out of his goal crease and shooting that one away from High Flyer as he knows that skull steal was imminent. 2 goals of difference here in the third. We're about 1 minute away from seeing who's going to be the victor. Out in front, Cosmo shoots, saved by Cactus. Brought over to Spec, shot off the cage. Here's Cake with it now. Looks to get this one down to the near side. High Flyer lets that one leak out into the defensive end for Ocean City. Clifford to Cosmo. Out to Spectacular with great physicality. Brings this one down into the offensive zone. Excuse me. High Flyer looks topside. Brings this one back down defensively to the near side. Backhand shot, a long one. Hits the post. That one ricochets wide. 35 seconds remain. High Flyer steals, shoots, saved by Cosmo. Cosmo keeps this one down to the near side. Pulls it off the back end. Looks to the top to get this breakout started. 26 seconds remain. 2 goals of difference. Spectacular with a swing and a miss. Cape down low in the defensive end. Looks to take this one out and away. But a long pass out to High Flyer. Stolen by Cosmo. Shoot, scores! And there's a chance. There is still a mark on the board for redemption here in Scotia Bank Arena. 7-8. Ocean City getting back into the saddle before the rodeo's over. Everybody's chanting for overtime. Cosmo back on the defensive side, pulls it off the forehand, out to the top side. Cape with a nice touch, backhands out of the zone, and that's enough to be said. And that might be the final nail in the coffin. 9-7, the final score. Perhaps. I don't know. We're still waiting on that last buzzer. 8 seconds remain. Ontario have the 2 gap on the board, and it looks like it will remain so. Cosmo just want 1 more goal, but it will end as such. 7-9, the final score. Out of game number 1, Ontario taking the lead here in this best-of-3 series in a demanding way. High Flyer, 4 goals. Cape, 4 goals. Cactus with 1. What a great game. What a great game down there at Center Ice. Ontario Outliers laying it out, just plain and simple. A head-to-head match, an offensive capability on both sides of the ice. Tsunamis got the better side of the saves column, which I was not expecting. I expected an onslaught of offense from the Tsunamis, and Outliers did a great job with the response time. Even stats across the board. Passing's a little uneven, but everything else is as close as you can cut it without it being the same. Taking a look at the personal stats for both sides before we get back down on the ice in this best-of-3 series. And I think it's apparent who the main man out there on the ice is. Cape, 4 goals, 3 saves, 5 shots in a minute, 3 seconds with a puck on his stick. Player of the first match. We'll see what happens. A lot of possibilities down there on the ice right now. Ontario just got to do the same thing. They got their game plan down on lock. Ocean City's got to adapt to it, and we'll just have to wait and see if they can do that. Ocean City down in the series. They need a win here to force a game 3. Will they be able to do it? Cosmo certainly thinks they can. 5 goals on 6 shots. That's some great stats right there. Of course, he's also got a minute with 8 seconds also. Cosmo really showing up in a big way here this evening. Really coming out clutch here in the postseason, and winner goes on to play Los Angeles. For those of you who don't know, both teams are taking a little bit of a water break. So whilst they're doing that, let's take a look at what the bracket looks like right now for the Pro Promotional Series. New Jersey Noobs with 2-0 sweep over the Ottawa Orbit, able to advance their way into the Promotional Series against the West Virginia Orangutans. The winner of that best-of-3 makes it the Pro. Loser goes to Challenger for next season. In the same story on our side of the bracket. Ontario Outliers currently taking on the Ocean City Tsunamis on the bottom right. Winner moves on to play the Los Angeles Comets, also a best-of-3. Winner of that game stays or goes to Pro, and the loser goes down into a Challenger position for next season. For those of you who are not familiar with SPL, while we have a little bit more extra time, Ontario Outliers, Ocean City Tsunamis, the top 3 of the Challenger Division, looking to get into the Pro Division next season. And the way you get from the lower division to an upper division is through the promotional series that we are playing right now. All of them are best of 3s. If you defeat the team that's higher, if you defeat a team that is the division higher, I don't know how to explain it. If you're IM, you got to beat a Challenger team to make Challenger. If you're a Challenger team, you got to beat a Pro team to make Pro. You got to defeat a man to take a seat, just like Royalty and the Throne. But, yeah. Both teams still not readied up, so let's take a look at the last time these two met. For those of you who missed the pregame, is the Noobs and the Orangutans match scheduled? I don't believe so. I have not heard anything off the grapevine, so the only thing that I know is whatever the website says. If you go to spl.gg and click on matches, it'll give you every promotional series match that is currently on the website. If it's a 12 o'clock game, it's not scheduled. If it has a time along with a date, that is the definite time that both teams have agreed upon. The way that scheduling works in SPL is both captains of both of the teams will try to figure out when they're both available, and they'll mark it on the website for casters like me, casters like Pickles, and company to try to get it down on the pen and paper, try to get it casted. But Yeah. So, all 6 parties ready to rock, all 6 parties ready to roll. We're taking it down to center ice, where we'll see yet again another 3 periods at least. Ontario Outliers still on the right side. Ocean City Tsunamis on the left. The puck is dropped. The games are ready. Cape to the top side. Pass down to the near. Tries to get away from Spectacular as he pulls this one off the forehand. Cape here off the backhand. Looks to the top side for a little bit of leak out. To the near. Cape across the grain. High flyer. Cosmo battle against the puck. Finds his way over to Cactus. Cactus here in the neutral zone. Top side of High flyer. Pulls it off his hip to the forehand. Not able to get the puck to cooperate enough as he takes it into the corner. Lost to Cosmo. Chips that one free into the neutral zone. Finding its way over to Spectacular. Shooting that one wide of the cage. Cosmo down low. Spectacular out in front. Not able to take that one in stride. Clifford into the near side corner. Here's Cape with it now. Pulls that one out the back end towards the cage, and it looks like it's saved by Cosmo at the last second, and that's the first shot of the match. How you like them apples? Clifford looks to get this one down the near side boards, off High flyer over to Clifford. Shot towards his own cage, playing with fire there, but he is not burned. This one pulls its way out to the near side. It'll be dumped down past Spectacular over to Cape. Spectacular in the corner, passed out into his own defensive end. Both these teams have players in the top of the saves column in the Challenger Division throughout the regular season. Cape in second place with 74, Cosmo in fifth with 47. Was a stacked roster for the three-mans in the Challenger Division. Hopefully we'll see some of those guys in pro here this next season. Of course, Snowman already knocked out of the pro promotional series, but Cape and Cosmo both have their hopes on their sleeve right now as they continue on here in Game 2 in this best of 3. Near side, Clifford off the forehand over to Cosmo on the far side boards. Pulls this one off backhand over to Spectacular. Spectacular here in the neutral zone to Cosmo. Forehand shot rifled off the side of the dome of Cactus. Keeping that one wide of the cage. Down the near side, the puck is loosened up over to High flyer. High flyer to Cactus. Pulls it off the hip. Forehand backhand. Dangle. Shoot saved by Cosmo. A great defensive positioning there. Not even awarded with a save, but I think he might have gotten a block at least for it. Nonetheless, 3:05 remains in the first. And one shot registered so far. High flyer, very wise to stop and not touch that puck, as that one might have actually gone in off the deflection from that momentum. Spectacular, first man back for Ocean City, looks to the top side for a little leak out. Down the straight past Clifford over to Cape. Cape here to the near side. Cosmo advancing this one for the offensive checking, or the offensive forecheck of the Tsunamis. Cosmo, backhand, look over the wraparound. Just clogged up by all three Ontario players on the near side post. Able to keep that crease clean. As we're about halfway through this first period. High flyer, top side, out to Cactus. Pulls shot down to the near side. Cape here with a little whiff on that one. Takes it down in personal off the post. What a shot by High flyer. But he is not able to get that one to go. We're still tied. And there's still only one shot on the board. Cactus driving in. Goes off a body. Clifford with a nice control. Takes that one top side into the corner. Over to Cosmo. Shot scores! And the first one from the Tsunami side of the ice is a good one. 1-0 for the boys in black with a great forehand shot right from the point. Cape bringing this one down the near side. Spectacular trying to get that one through Cape, but not able to do so. Spectacular shot off Cactus. Cosmo down low to Spectacular. Chipped out to Clifford. Poles not able to take it with him, as the TSA stopped him for luggage control. Cape down in the corner. Looks to the near side. He's taking his time with the puck. Slow dancing through the dark like the Joji song. High flyer. And that was shot towards the cage of Clifford for the second time tonight. Playing with fire in a very dangerous way. Cactus looking for the shot. Cosmo there with the save. Spectacular. To Cosmo. Cosmo to the near side. Folds that one off the forehand, finding its way down low. High flyer shuffles that one back out neutral zone, and Cosmo there to clean this one back to the defensive side for the Tsunamis. Here's Clifford. It's a Spectacular. Over to Cosmo. Cosmo off the board, dumps this one down and in. Cape, the first man back for the Ontario Outliers, scoops this one out for the boys in blue. Cosmo back for Ocean City. Looks to the near side. Maybe a forehand shot is in his back pocket, wanting to get that shot line from the neutral zone. Shuffles that one out to his captain, Clifford, in the corner. Chucks that one near side. Spectacular. Cactus in the corner. Shuffles that one top side out to Cape. Cape in trouble. Clifford trying to pull this one away. High flyer advancing. Looking for the forehand pass. Cactus pulls, shoots in. That one goes through the other side. The two-timer was not in the playbook for the Ontario Outliers. We remain the same on the scoreboard because of it. A low-scoring match as this one's out in front of the crease. Saved by Cactus. Now it's cleaned out to the near side boards. Spectacular. over to Clifford. Down near side, over to Cosmo, perhaps. Spectacular first touch on this one. Cactus here in the corner, battles that one free out to High Flyer. High Flyer, top side, down the straight, goes off Cosmo, over to Clifford. Clifford with a backhand fan on that one. He'll advance that one off the hip into the into the Ontario side of the ice. 18 seconds remain. Cape pulls, nice dangle back out to High Flyer. Pulls, shoots, saved by the post itself. Off the side of the cage, he keeps it 1-0. Cosmo to Clifford. Clifford here with 6 seconds remaining. A forehand pass out the Cosmo. Shoots, scores right off the top corner where you keep the peanut butter. Off the top left 90 with great accuracy. The only open spot hits the post, snipes it in the dark. It's 2-0 here in Ontario. But that's going to do it for this second period, or the first period of action here in game number 2. Great stuff on the ice. 2-0 is our score. Ocean City looking to force a game number 3 here at the end of the next few periods of action. Whether or not they're able to do it is up to time itself and for us to watch transpire firsthand. But it's a close one. Going to be close the whole way through, and it's going to be a good match whether you like it or not. Shots are even, 3-3 across the board. And you can't ask for better matches than that. Ocean City already have half of their possession time that they did back in game number 1. They're looking to double it here in the second. Let's take it down to the ice at Scotiabank Arena here in Ontario. So the puck is dropped, the game is on. Ocean City defending the left side of our screen, and Ontario defending the right side. Here's Cape with it now. Pulls this one near side, finds his way off Cosmo. Cosmo advancing, not able to find its way through his back pocket. Cactus will take this one down to the far side, across the grain, over to Cape. Cape here in the neutral zone, pass to the top side, out of the reach of High Flyer, and into the corner. Clifford goes off the Cactus, shot through the cage and down to the near side. Cosmo looks to the top side for an option to take this one out for Ocean City. Gives his boy some time to breathe with it. Nice shot, goes off the body, and Cape there with a very delicious save. Cape to the top side. Across his own blue line, finds his way off the forehand, fans that one into the far side corner with a little bit of aggression. This one's found along the boards. Clifford over to Spectacular. Spectacular leaving the defensive end of the ice with a forehand shot, goes off Cactus. Cactus juggles that one on his forehead like he was he's a soccer player. This one's trickled out into the far side corner. Cactus here battling for it. Cosmo there getting a backhand as well. High Flyer picking up where Cactus left off, looking to bring this one down across. What is happening? Why? I don't understand why he picked that, but it didn't work out. Cape with a shot, Cape with a goal, and it's 1-2 in Ontario. I don't know how that came to be, but wow, it sure did. And Cape able to finish off the tic-tac, and he was the toe. 1 goal is the difference now. Cactus back on the defensive side, looking to take this one back under his own realm of influence. To the top side, forehand pass at the Cape. Cape with a shot, hits the post, and that one goes unawarded. Cape trying to get this one back under wraps here offensively as Cosmo looks at the top side of the ice. Forehand shot goes off the glass. Spectacular. Off the forehand, out into the near side, and in the danger zone, but Clifford not able to come away with that one. High Flyer, Cosmo, top side back over to Cactus. Shoots this one off the end boards, finding an alley-oop over to High Flyer. No, Spectacular. Leaks that one top side. Cactus to High Flyer. Here's Clifford. Backhand out of the zone over to Cosmo. Cosmo up to Clifford, finding its way off his hip. The battle continues at center ice. Shot goes wide of the cage from Cactus. Spectacular with a knock off the boards. Finds his way off of Cape. Cape in the defensive end gets double teamed by Clifford and Spectacular, but that one shot wide into the Ontario end of the ice. Cosmo shoots, scores, and that one for a quick release, and the near side point finds its way back into the pocket of the Tsunamis. 3-1 with a 2-point lead. And you can't ask for a whole lot more if you're an Ocean City fan. I mean, you can ask for another goal. But other than that, you know, that one step at a time. Spectacular from the top side. Leaks that one down into the opposition. Finds his way off a Cape to the near. Cosmo with a nice pickpocket, taking this one downtown. Nobody even knows he has the puck yet. A forehand pass out to Clifford. Clifford with a shot. Goes off Cactus out in front. Spectacular. Almost able to get that one through the crowd, but not quite able to. Spectacular, top side, taking this one downtown. Cosmo, over to Clifford. Shot goes off High Flyer. Cosmo, Cactus, near side out to the point. Here's Clifford with it now. High Flyer gets the advancement on that one off the back end. Chipped out to the point. Shoots, and he scores. And what was that? I feel like Adam Sandler with that one. High Flyer with a great dime. Finds Cactus in the slot. And that's where players are most deadly, is that 6 foot away from the crease down Center Avenue. 3-2 is our score. 5 goals have been had. 2 of them for Ontario. Clifford to the near side. Spectacular to the far side corner. Cosmo here trying to fight for that one free. Here's Cape with it now, down to the near side boards. Finds a way to get it over to Cactus. Cactus with a forehand shot goes off of Clifford. Into the far side. Backhand out to Cosmo. Cosmo down the near side, hits that red line. Spectacular here. Dangle shoots off the post, and that one ricochets wide of opportunity. Here's Cape. Looking to sing us a lullaby here on this offensive drive. Trying to get this breakout set up. The puck does not want to cooperate with him. Cosmo here with a rifle down to the near side corner. Spectacular. Smothered by Cactus. Here's Cape with it now. 1:36 remaining here in the second period of action. High flyer here in the offensive corner. Finds his way off the stick into the near side corner to Cactus. Cactus, the high flyer, looking for the backhand feed. Bank pass to himself. Gets past one man. Looks to send this one out to the point. Cactus holds, shoots, goes off the near side and wide. Cosmo here with the backhand pocket. Looks to take this one out the other way. 3-on-2 for the Tsunamis. Looks to take this one near side. Clifford to Cosmo. Back in his own defensive corner. 1:11 remains here in the second period of action. Ocean City still 3. Ontario still 2. Here's Cape to the near side. Pop top side out to Cactus. Cactus faking himself out as well as I think everybody else in the building. Cosmo, high flyer, battle against one another on the topside boards. Cactus here trying to keep this one away from his own goal crease. Pops that one down the straight between the two back-checking offensemen. Cosmo with a shot. That one goes wide of the cage. Spectacular with the first touch. Cape here trying to get body position. Spectacular here with what he was searching for. Spectacular still battling along the end wall of Ontario. Cape here walks away with the puck backhand out of the zone, just trying to give his boys some time to breathe. Clifford to Cosmo. Out in front over to Spectacular. Off the backhand, forehand, pass out in front. Cosmo pulls away into the front, and nice save by Cape. Clifford fans on that one. High flyer, back in the neutral zone, takes this one down the near side, chips that one in offensively, and Cosmo will find a way to cycle it out top side. 12 seconds remain here in the second period of action. Here's Cape with it now. To the near side, off the forehand, out to high flyer, pulls, goes off Clifford to the near side. Getting a touch on that one by Spectacular, over to Cactus, and that is all she wrote for the second. 3-2 is our score here in game number 2. Ontario down by 1. We might see a game 3 if this keeps up. But Ocean City right now the favors of the match. We'll see if that continues on here in the last period of what could be the series. If the Ontario Outliers win this next series of 5 minutes, we'll be going home a little bit early. If Tsunamis can hold on to their 1-goal lead, we'll be walking into a third game of the evening between these two on the ice. But shots are 7-5. Ontario just looking to get their opportunities capitalized on here on the offensive side of the puck. They've been saved 3 times. Ontario getting the better side of the saves column as well. Ocean City almost able to get above their possession time they had last game, and I think it'll be a magnificent one. Regardless, third period of action, ready to rock. Third period of action, ready to roll. Both teams, all 6 parties, down on the ice, and we're ready to drop it. 5 clean minutes remaining here in what could be the season for the Ocean City Tsunamis. Or will they be able to pull it off and force a game 3? Cactus, down low. Pulled off to the stick. Cosmo finds a way to leak it down along the near side boards. Cape here with a nice shot, but Cosmo there with a better answer. Cosmo off the forehand. Shuffled along the wall over to High Flyer. High Flyer finds a way off the near side. Tries to get past Cosmo. Cosmo's sticking with him. Spectacular, picking up where he left off. Forehand pass out in front. Cosmo whiffs on that one, not able to spin his stick to get the collateral back in the cage. Spectacular to Cosmo. Tsunami's got that 1-goal difference right now. Their transition game's looking pretty great. A nice shot from Spectacular, but that one goes wide. If they can just get their shots to go that extra inch towards the center of the netting, like that one, they will find themselves a pot of gold every time. 4-2 here in the third. A long-distance shot from his own point, and Cosmo just over the stick of Cape, and that's all that matters. There's that insurance marker that they've been looking for. Cosmo, a minute into this third period of action, feeling a little bit comfortable. Find his way over to Spectacular. The work's not done, though, as High Flyer comes back out the other way. 2-on-1 shot into the corners. That one rifled out, intent for Cactus. Cactus here with a forehand pass out to the near side. Here's High Flyer with it now off the back end, trying to get this one through the face-off dot. As he pulls this one off the back end into the corner. Forehand shuffle out to Cape, shooting off the near side of the cage and wide. Here's High Flyer with it off the backhand. Cosmo shuffles that one off the defensive end wall as well. High Flyer here staying in possession, keeping this offensive pedal on the metal, so to say. Cactus with a shot, that one rifled off the side of the cage. Here's Cactus. Down the near side corner, Spectacular finds Cosmo. Cosmo to the near side, finds a little bit of leeway out to Clifford. Clifford here with a nice shot, lobs that one to the far side corner for an area pass to Spectacular. Spectacular off the stick of Cape, finds High Flyer. High Flyer for Ontario, takes this one downtown, trying to find a seller to what he's buying. Cape out of the point, little spinorama, gets that one in favor of him to get this one northways. Cape rips that one along the wall, finds High Flyer on the near side slot, pulls his way, shot saved by Spectacular, and that one waddles out into the far side corner. Cape to Cactus. Cactus with a shot saved by Clifford. Cape here in the corner. Jams that one down near side. Here's High Flyer with it now. Backhand pass out to Cape. Cape on the far side slot. Brought back out to the defensive end for Ontario. Here's Cactus with it now. 2:36 remaining. High Flyer looking to dangle out Cosmo. Not something too many people can do. A nice shot, but a better save by Spectacular. Spectacular out of the defensive end. Finds his way all the way down over to Cape. Cape to the top side. Off the backhand. Over to Cactus. From the slot. Down low. Off the dome of a High Flyer. And I think that one might have been better placed on the ice, but that's just my 2 cents. And do what you will with it. Spectacular feinting on that one out in front. High Flyer shoots. Yeah, that one goes off the post. High Flyer not able to get the seconds on that dinner. Spectacular able to dump it out before he can even sniff it out. 2 minutes remain in the third. 2 goals to be had to send this one into overtime for the Ontario Outliers. Cactus down low in the corner. Backhand out in front looking for High Flyer. Shot goes off the side of the cage, and that one is unrewarded as well. High Flyer trying to get his money. Spectacular says no. Spectacular. Clifford shoots, goes off a body into the cage, and the Tsunamis have a 3-goal lead for the first time tonight. A great pass, a great shot. Not sure if it was intentional or a pass intended for Cosmo, but nonetheless, it's a 3-goal gap now. With only 1:37 to work with. If a team is to come back from a 3-goal deficit here in the third, it will be the Ontario Outliers. But it's starting to get dimmer with this offensive drive from the Tsunamis. Cosmo, forehand, lobs that one softly to himself. That one goes out in front of the danger zone, but nobody there to pack that one with a punch. Hey, off the backhand. To the near side. Strums that one down to High Flyer. High Flyer off the backhand, stopped by Clifford. Clifford to Spectacular. Spectacular with 1:08 on the clock. Carries that one topside. Cactus, other way. Shot goes through the near side and out of reach of the goal. Clifford to Spectacular with a minute remaining here in this third period of action. Cactus with a shot goes off the side of the cage as well. The shots attempted that are just almost there are just too much for the Ontario Outliers here this match. Cape, Cosmo, down low. Cape tries to fight for this one. Cosmo has the better body position. Rags it along the boards a little bit. Was looking to keep this one down low, waste as much time off the clock as he can. Spectacular shuffles that one out to no man's land. Cactus stops by. Spectacular to the free man, and Cactus says, all right, we'll play game 3. Psych! Brings this one out, finds Cape with a panhandle, pass over to High Flyer, fans on it! No! Please! That would have been awesome. That would have been spectacular. You see what I did there? Anyway, it's 15 seconds remaining in the third. Cape looks topside. Gets this one down into the corner. 10 seconds remain. Cactus, forehand pass, looks for Cape, but not able to find him. Clifford here with a jam out into the neutral zone, and that looks like it's going to do it. That's a GG in the book, and we got a tied series going into game number 3. How about that? 5-2 the final score between both of those boys on the ice, and that was a good match. Wow. Great stuff from Cosmo's carrying the team right now a little bit. He had 4 of the 5 goals for the Ocean City Tsunamis, and I don't think he's letting up any of the pedal that he's got pressed down right now. With the series tied 1-1, both these teams looking to adapt as best as they can to their opposition. Ocean City did it really greatly in that last matchup. 73 passes, about the same as last match. Possession time, 2 seconds apart. Who would have guessed it coming out of that second period? But wow, it was a lot closer than I was expecting. Okay, 4 saves out of the 5. Cosmo, 6 shots, 4 goals, 4 saves. Player of the match. Really did God's work out there on the ice. Biggest reason I think Ocean City were able to pull that one out and put that one back into the history books. But 2 in the books, 1 to go. Man, 6 periods we've seen down there on the ice, and it's just picking up. Like I said in the pregame, these two teams haven't seen each other since February. The longer we play this, the more comfortable they're going to get with each other, the more comfortable they're going to get playing against each other, and the better their series is going to get. Who would have thought this would have came down to game 3, though? Man, Renard's sitting on the bench watching as I am, but he's got a little bit more on the line than I do. But wow, it's been a tight one. It's been a tightrope walk for both of these teams. One slip-up can cost the game. in matches like these, and it's gonna be tight. Spectacular, it's got to be said. He's playing a lot of the stick possession game. He's getting his passes down. He's getting them down crisp. So I think it's going to come down to who has the better passing game, who can actually hit the net. Ontario Outliers have had every opportunity to make this their game back in Game 2. They just didn't do it. They had a lot of shots from High Flyer that hit the near side of the cage. They had a lot of shots from Cactus that hit the near side of the cage. None of them even ringing off the iron. There's a lot of shots that were attempted that didn't even hit iron. And, well, if those 4 that did hit the post go in, they would have won that match. That might have been tied. I can't do my math right now, but 7-6 would have been the final score if everybody hit their shots that ended up touching post. But nonetheless, takeaway game pretty even. Passing game a little lopsided in favor of Ocean City. Ocean City, I think, have the better chemistry down there on the ice, so to say. But yeah, both teams really controlling the puck about the same amount of time. The way possession time works in slapshot rebound is it goes if you can touch the puck and nobody else can, it starts your timer. If it's contested down there on the ice, like an opposition player can touch the puck same time you can, there's nobody's timer that started. That's how possession time works. So it's really, uncontested possession time is what's on your screen instead of just overall possession time. I want offensive possession time as a stat. Can somebody phone up Irvion? Actually, don't do that. Don't bother him. But I've already asked for it. He said he'll look into it. That's what I want. I want to see offensive possession time. I want to see who has the most control of the game. But that's something on my bucket list. It's not even like that immediately apparent. But you can manually count it if you want to. Get a chess timer. See how that one goes. But yeah, 5-2, the final score of game number 2. Really taking the game by the horns. Ocean City getting the better sides of the shots, getting the better side of the saves, getting the better side of the goals and the post hit. And just about every stat on the board. Every stat on the board was in favor of Ocean City that match. They dominated all around the clock. If you can consider the 2-second possession time difference to be domination, that's more up to you. But yeah, I'm running out of music. Cactus, whenever they ready up, we'll get this one down. Same with Clifford. Boys, you're just taking a water break. Yeah, Ontario, that last matchup seemed to be a little out of their wares from comparing them to what I've seen through the regular season. I haven't seen a lot from Ocean City down in Challenger, so I don't know what their game usually looks like. Last time I think I casted one of their games was back whenever they promoted into Challenger, coming out of the intermediate division. I think that was the last time I saw their games, as my focus is more on the pro matches, trying to get those games casted over the Challenger matches. But yeah, they're looking solid. I think both of these teams could be easy contestants for the pro division. Whether or not it will come to be is up to this third and final game, and it's going to be a tough one. Of course, winner of this match will go on to play the Los Angeles Comets from the pro division. That'll be their ameno for the Clint Steven viewers in here. But yeah, every game on your screen right now is a best of 3. New Jersey Noobs surpassing the Ottawa Orbit in a 2-game sweep. A very dominant 2-game sweep, might I also add. I think 10 goals were almost the difference in both of those games. But Noobs go on to play the West Virginia Orangutans in the promotional series. Winner of that best of 3 goes to pro. Loser goes down to Challenger for next season. Same with our side of the bracket. Ontario Outliers currently 1-1 in the series against the Tsunamis. Winner of this match goes to Los Angeles. Los Angeles waiting on the clock. If they win that best of 3, they'll stay in pro. But if the Tsunamis or Outliers beat the Comets, they will be pro next season. Ontario has already been there. Ocean City looking to make their splash, get 2 Ocean City teams up in pro. Make my life confusing. Let's see if it happens. But yeah, Cactus is revving to go. I'm not going to say what he put in chat, but he's very eager to get this third game in the books. We're waiting on Clifford to finish up. And with that being said, he's heard me. And we're taking this one down to center ice. First period of action, ready to rock. First period of action, ready to roll. We're down at center ice here at Scotiabank Arena in Toronto, Ontario. Outliers on the right, Tsunamis on the left. The puck is dropped, and our last set of 15 minutes is in fact underway. Off of the body, Cactus there, getting that one deflected wide early on here in this matchup. Cactus to Cape on the top side. Off the back end, shuffles that one down into the offensive zone. There's Cosmo with an out with a forehand pass off the glass. Spectacular shoots, he scores! And an early lead to this game 3 in a very dangerous way. Able to get that bank pass. Spectacular in the corner. Nobody pressured him. Nobody stepped to that puck, and that's the main reason why it went into the cage. Ocean City 1, Ontario nothing. We'll see how long that stays the same. Here's Cactus. Cosmo lets that one leak out to the topside boards. Here's the Tsunamis taking possession of the puck. Fills that one down to the near side to Clifford. Clifford, it's a spectacular backhand off a body towards the cage. No, it doesn't even hit the post. That one just goes wide cleanly. Here's Cactus with it now. Cactus off the backhand, scooped out the Cape, goes wide of his stick into the corner. Clifford. Both teams feeling each other out. We've had a long break between game 2 and 3. Both teams looking a little rusty, looking to get back into their muscle memory. So we get this one forward. I think everybody on the ice is a controller player. Just to throw that one out there. Only one that I'm like questionable about is maybe Cactus, but watching him spin makes me think controller. Clifford back in. Cape with a stop. Brings this one out. Shoots, scores, and there's our deal maker. We found ourselves a tie, 1-1 in the first. A long shot from the red line to the twine. Great accuracy. Here's High Flyer. Brings this one back to his own blue line. Cosmo here shuffles this one down the near side. Forehand shot goes wide off of High Flyer. Spectacular backhand off the body of Cape. Keeps that one out of the reach of Cosmo. Cosmo, Clifford, shot stopped by Cactus. Cactus able to send that one soaring down into the defensive side for the Tsunamis. Here's Clifford to the top side. Off the boards. Spectacular. Looks to get this one down low off of High Flyer. High Flyer near side. Goes over to Cape. Cape down low in the offensive zone. Whiffles that one to the top side. I'm not sure if that's the right term. Is whiffle a verb? I'm going to look this up after the game if nobody else does. 3 minutes remain. High Flyer toward the top side. Not able to get past Cosmo. The battle continues at center ice. Finds its way topside off Spectacular. Down low to Cape. Cape off the backhand. Able to get that one towards the cage, deflected off a body, and just wide off of Clifford. Cosmo lets that one leak into the Ontario side of the ice. As Cape will take this one back defensively. Cape. Off the backhand. Looks topside, gets that one through. Off Spectacular, shooting this one off of Cosmo. Cosmo to the near side. Cape tries to get this one through, gets it north. Very dominant physicality along the boards with the backhand shot. That one goes wide by just the faintest of margins. Cosmo with a huge save there. Keeps that one tidy along the front of the cage. Cape back in the defensive side. Back in the neutral zone. Finds his way near side. Goes off Cosmo. Back over to Cape. Cape here with a save to his name. Not sure if that was warranted, but Cosmo with a shot. He finds a goal, and we're back to a 1-goal lead for the Tsunamis. Cape thought he was smart. Cosmo saw through his lies of the Jedi, and he's brought peace and prosperity to his empire in Ocean City. 2-1. Tsunamis lead. Cactus to the top side. Finds High Flyer. High Flyer from the point. Shot goes off the body. Here's Cape to Cactus. Cosmo keeps that one back northways for his own team. Cactus here for Ontario to the top side. Forehand pass past High Flyer over to Clifford. Clifford off the body, brought out to the neutral zone with a little chip shot from Spectacular. Cactus in hot pursuit of this one. Clifford there with the first touch on it. Here's High Flyer on the topside boards. High Flyer switching up his mix, gets a little bit of a fresh look on the ice. He's got the electric blue guitar. He's looking to get down to business on the ice. Okay, Clifford finds a way off the back end. Nice shot. That better save by Spectacular. Cosmo with the first, and the final save was off the shot of Cactus, and that one goes off the far side. I'm not sure how many shots were registered, but I counted 3. 17 seconds remain in the first. High Flyer to Clifford. Goes off of him into Cape. Cape here takes possession into his own hands off the forehand with a nice shuffle down off of High Flyer. Finds his way off of Spectacular in the corner. High Flyer. Spectacular. Up to the far side. Cactus with a shot from the point, but not able to get that one to go. High Flyer in the corner to Cape. Out at the point. Forehand shot goes off Clifford over to High Flyer. High Flyer trying to jam his stick down the near side boards. Cactus trying to help him along with it. Cosmo out to the neutral zone. Clifford there with a nice physicality. Brings this one back into his own realm. Here's Cape with it now. Gets the better side of that physical altercation. 40 seconds remain in the first. Cape, neutral zone. Stopped by Clifford. Cape here off the back end. Spectacular. Knocks that one loose down the near side. Cape there. I don't know if that was intentional, but he dumps this one down. 30 seconds remain. Cosmo, top side, goes off high flyer with a shot across the brow. Not wanting to make money. Spectacular. Back in his own defensive end. Gets this one out into the neutral zone. Here's Cape with it. Cape with it now. Cape forehand. Out to high flyer. High flyer tries to pull this one back down to the near side, but nobody home to pick that one up cleanly. Clifford. Cape goes over to Cactus. With 10 on the clock. Finds his way over. High flyer with a shot. Nice block there by Spectacular. Out in the neutral zone. But that looks like that's going to do it. Clifford with one last try, but that does not go. Now it goes into the corner. Good stuff so far here in Game 3. The first period is in the books. 2 more to go. 2-1's our score. Tsunamis getting the better side of the offensive chances. They're looking to keep it that way. All 6 parties ready to rock. All 6 parties ready to roll. We're back down on the ice, where we'll get to see 10 more minutes at the least. Puck is dropped, and the game is on. Ontario still defending right. Ocean City still defending left. Out in front, hits the post out in front, and that one goes into the twine. We got ourselves a tie ball game yet again. The early bird gets the worm, and the early outlier finds the goal. 2-2 at Scotiabank Arena. Cosmo looking for blood as he smells it in the water. High flyer there, jams that one out into the offensive corner. Clifford to the near side. Returns that favor back into Ontario's end. Cosmo in the corner. Cape with a little control finds a way to finesse it top side. Challenges Spectacular to a bit of a jousting match. And that one is scored by Spectacular. I don't know if I agree with that one. But, yeah, the last touch, quote-unquote, was Spectacular. Sure, we'll go with it. 3-2. Ocean City is in the lead yet again here in Game 3. Spectacular. Top side out to High Flyer. High Flyer. Down in his own defensive end. Shoots this one down between the uprights. Hits Clifford between the eyes, and he's going to control this one for Ocean City. Clifford to Cosmo. Out of his reach over to Cape. Cape off the backhand. Whiffs on that one. Finds his way over into the corner. Here's Cape with it yet again. Takes this one top side. Looking to get a little bit of a step on Cosmo as this one finds its way over to Cactus. Cactus dangles at the far side point. The offensive side point is what I went for. We're working on that. I'll get better commentaries as the night continues. Or it depends on how many Mountain Dews I drink beforehand. Nice shot by High Flyer, but that one goes wide of the cage. Clifford to Cosmo. Top side to High Flyer. High Flyer with a forehand pass, not able to get that one through the border patrol. Cosmo. High Flyer. Have a conversation. Cosmo, the victor of that argument, finds his way topside. Clifford here tries to get it back. High Flyer down low in the offensive zone. Dangerous, looking for that post hug. Nice save by Cosmo. Controls out the other way, and that's wide of the cage. Oh my goodness, that would have been something to behold. Here's Cape to the top side. Looks to bring this one down to the near. A forehand pass along the straight over to High Flyer. Nice shot, but a better save by Clifford. Or Cosmo back in the cage, my bad. There's too many C names. Spectacular shoot, scores, and we got ourselves another one into the bucket. 2 goals the difference, 4 for the Tsunamis, 2 for the Outliers. And a good forehand shot by Spectacular all alone in the offensive end will make them pay. Here's Cape with it now. Looks down to the near side with 2:50 on the clock here in the second period of action. Cape gets a step on Clifford. Clifford here back in action, able to knock that one topside into the boards. High Flyer, the first man to this one. Forehand shot goes into the corner. Spectacular with a nice rocket. Wastes some time off the clock. Cactus to the top side. Finds High Flyer. High Flyer forehand to the top side. Out of the reach of Cape. First man on this one is going to be Spectacular. Looks down to the near side. He'll get that shot down on target. High Flyer there with a high block. Keeps that one wide of the cage. Cape. Forehand to the near side. Takes his time. Looking to start this breakout on the right foot. A forehand shot. Lobs it into the corner. Cactus going to leave that one out for Spectacular. Spectacular. Hounded by High Flyer topside off the boards. That one goes through his captain over to Cape. Cape here for Ontario. Looks down to the near side backhand pass out past High Flyer into the defensive end of Ocean City. Here's Spectacular with a now a forehand pass looking for Clifford. As Clifford takes this one out at the red line. Cape not letting it be easy. Chips that one back towards his defensive end. Cape here taking his time, using the cage to his advantage. Looks to the top side for the forehand pass. Gets it through one, but not against Cosmo. Cosmo at the point with a shot rifled wide. Spectacular. And the near side point with a stoppage by Cape. Finds his way neutral zone out to Cosmo. Cosmo with 1:35 here in the second. Goes off High Flyer to the near side. Kept into the corner. Cactus trying to get this one back for the boys in blue. Whiffs this one topside out to Cape. Cape here at the point, looking for the pass down the near side, but High Flyer just a few steps too far behind. Cosmo, High Flyer, looks to the near, goes off Spectacular into the corner. High Flyer hounded for the puck to the near side point, shot by Cape, deflected by, I think it was Clifford. Cactus with a nice shot, stopped by Clifford yet again on the defensive side. 1:10 remaining here in the second chapter of our possible 3 on the ice here tonight. I'm surprised we haven't seen overtime so far in this series. High Flyer with a step, looks for the shot, Spinorama out in front, and that one loosened up into the far side faceoff dot. Cactus back in the wheelhouse trying to get this one into town to sell before the weekend is over. A shot up against the cage, and Clifford there with the help of Cosmo will clear this one out. 50 seconds remain here in the second. 6 goals have been had, 4 of them for Ocean City. High Flyer, pulls, pass, goes over to Cactus, not able to take that one in stride, as Clifford will send this one back over to Spectacular. Topside to Cosmo, backhand out of the zone. Good pressure there by Cactus, giving his captain some time to breathe. A lot of physicality, Cape going to use all of it. 30 seconds remain, backhand out of the zone, nobody at home but Cosmo. Cosmo at the red line, stopped by High Flyer once, and he's going to jam this one in to get it north at least. Cape with a conversation against Spectacular, goes to the topside boards. Cape here with the puck. Backhand out to High Flyer. Stops. Cosmo trying to get this one back for the boys in black. Now one goes down the near side wall. Cape here with it now with 9 seconds on the clock. Looks to the top side for a pass down the straight. Goes over to Cactus. Cactus over to High Flyer in the air, but nobody able to control that one, and that is going to do it. That's the end of the second. 4-2. Who would have guessed it? 2 goals the gap. At the end of 2, we got 1 period more. One of these teams walking home in the dark with a handshake and a pat on the back. The victor of this next period will be moving on to play the Comets for their pro spot come season 6. It's been a tight one. It's been a tough one. All 6 parties on the ice. Looking to get this one done before the night has concluded. 8 shots to 5. Ontario picking it up on the offensive side of the puck. We'll see if they can keep it going here in the third and final period of the series here in Game 3. We're at center ice in Scotiabank Arena, and the puck is dropped. Ontario on the right, Ocean City on the left. You've been here long enough to know that. Playing and cut. Here's Cape with it now. Looks at the top side. The puck has been beamed. Let's see how this goes. That is not a good thing for the Ontario Outliers, but it sure will make interesting circumstances. The puck you can still stick lift over it, so that's a little bit of comfort area there. See how this one goes. Spectacular. Top side out to Clifford. Stick lifts are going to be weird. The beam puck has some weird puck lift capabilities. Not sure if they're considered natural. But you won't learn that tactic from the Jedi, I can guarantee you that. A good shot, better save by Cape. Cape with another save out in front. And there goes Spectacular with the goal. After the third try, it was in fact the charm. And Ocean City now in the lead by 3, thanks to the beamed puck. That was wild. Man. Clifford looks topside. Cosmo trying to get this one through the opposition. Here's Cape back on the defensive end. Just far enough away from Cosmo. High Flyer with a nice dangle. Shoot, scores! And the deflection shot from a mile away finds the twine. Cape right on the dime. Goes off the hip of High Flyer, and that is all she needed. 5-3 the score. And it's just like nothing ever happened. 4 minutes remain in this series. What will happen next? We've seen everything. We have seen everything except the spectacular goal. If you know, you know. Good shot. Better saved by... Oh, Cactus in the wheelhouse with a shot. Goes off a body. Cape just trying to hold W out to the near side. Spectacular. Stopped by Cactus. Cactus off the near side. Fanned off by the defense. Wow. Not sure how that worked out, but it sure did. What are the shots even at this point? All right, I counted them right. Would you believe that? High Flyer with a nice shot. Cosmo with a better save. Right out to the near side here. Spectacular with it now. Cactus to the near side corner. Fighting away off his backhand. Hits the side of the cage. Cosmo, top side. Clifford with a shot. Goes off Cape over to Spectacular. They converse at the near side point of the Ontario zone. Cape gets a step on him down the near side. With a shot saved by Cosmo out in front. Cactus almost able to go in, but no! Cosmo is a brick wall right now. Cape, top side, High Flyer off the backhand with a shot saved by Cosmo again. If he doesn't win playoff MVP, I don't know who deserves it more. Cosmo with another save to the top side. Cape to the top side point, brings this one down into the corner. Cactus able to fan the flame down to the near side to High Flyer. High Flyer down in the corner, looks to the top side with 2:45 on this third period clock. Off the forehand, down across out of the reach of Cactus. Clifford looks to the top side. Off the back end. Sends that blue line to blue line. Finds Spectacular down to the near side point. Cosmo going to let that one off for his captain. Here's Clifford with it now. Waiting for an opportunity to pass it down low. Does not see it. So he'll dump it in. Cape here with the puck. 2 goals the difference. Ontario with a nice shot. Nice save by Cosmo out at the slot. Cactus able to get that one deflected out to the point. Cape with a nice chuck off the backhand of the bat. He gets this one back down low. Cactus. High flare. Pull. Shoots. Saved by Oh, Spectacular with a shot. Goes wide off the near side. 2:08 remains here in the series if we're not tied at regulation. Man. Spectacular. Top side. Going off of a few bodies into the corner. Cactus. Along the top side wall. Goes off Cosmo. Goes off Spectacular. They hound him for the puck and win it. He's in trouble down low between the Ontario sandwich at the end. Well, High Flyer gets a step 2-on-2. A nice shot and a bigger save by Cosmo. Wow. He's tended the crease like it's nobody's business tonight. And he's got a lot more work to do. We got 1:30 remaining. 2 goals the difference right now. A chip down to Cactus with a shot. Goes off the side of the cage out to Cosmo. And he keeps that one clean from the crease. Cosmo in the corner. Forehand pass over to Clifford. Clifford off the back end. Out of the zone. Goes off Cape. Cape down low in his own defensive end with a bank pass off the top side. Boards brings this one off Spectacular. Here's Cape with it yet again off the back end. Shot off Spectacular. Over to Clifford. Clifford to Cosmo. Forehand down into the opposition. Here's Cape with it now. 109 to work with. Cape, forehand, off a body, over to Cactus. Cactus off the back end. Clifford trying to get that one north. Here's Spectacular with it now. Sends that one soaring. Cosmo playing the physical game. Gets that one to no man's land into the corner. Clifford out to Spectacular. Pulls this one down to the near side. Keeps it out to Cosmo. Cosmo off of Cactus. Back to the defensive end. Clifford. Not sure how that worked out, but it gets over to Cactus. Cactus with a shot. Goes off Clifford to the Spectacular with a shot attempt once. Cape there, control that one and smother it out. Clifford with a shot, he scores! And that might be the insurance marker that ends the series 6-3 for the Ocean City Tsunamis. Will that be the end? I have no idea. Cactus to the top side corner. Cosmo looks to get this one down to business early on. 3 goals now the difference. Ontario with 10 seconds to score each goal. Will they be able to do it? Down the near side, Cape tries to get it over to Cactus, but out of his reach as it was still mid-orbit. Cosmo, top side, off the back end, sent over to Spectacular. That one leaks into the corner. Cape drives after this one. Looks to pull this one down the near side as they get this one off the forehand over to High Flyer. High Flyer tries to get this one through Cosmo. Down to the near side with 10 seconds remaining. Cosmo gets that one down low, and that looks like it is going to end up doing it. Cape, off Spectacular to the top side of Clifford. And that is the end of the series. 6-3, the final score. And the Ocean City Tsunamis moving on to play the Los Angeles Comets for their pro spot here later on in the week. Maybe next week, sometime in the future. 6-3, the final score of game number 3. 2-1, the final score of the series. What a matchup, what a series, and what opportunities down on the ice. Tsunamis played a fantastic game. Outliers played an awesome one as well. Outliers had a fantastic season. They finished second in the division, 1 point behind first place. You can't ask for a better one apart from making pro. Congratulations to the season that the Ontario Outliers had this season, in season number 5. And I'm looking forward to see if they come back season number 6. I'm very, very interested. All 4 of their players have nothing but untapped potential. Ocean City just got the better side of them here tonight. Won all 3 games in the series, and you can't ask for more about that. But 6-3 final score here in the third period of action. Ontario got the better side of shots there in that third period, but that was not quite enough to come back against the boys in the teal, cyan, whatever color that is. But yeah, taking a look at the individual stats on the board. Outliers got the better side of the possession time. Cape, I think he had the same possession time every game. 1:04 seconds, I think, was the first game. 1:04 seconds here in the third. I don't remember what the second one was. But Cape was the only man on defense for the Ontario Outliers. He played a bigger role on the offensive side of the puck during Game 2 and Game 3, whenever he's normally the stay-at-home defenseman. And that might have been what led to their downfall. It might not have been. You guys saw the same thing I saw. And if you know, you know. But yeah. Player of the series, I think it's got to go to Cosmo. Cosmo only scored 1 goal that last game on his 9 saves, though. He saved 9 out of the 11 that last matchup. He's the player of the series. He's the player of the game. He's the player of game 2 and 3. Great stuff. And if he doesn't win MVP of the playoff series, I don't know who does. Other than, maybe someone from the Noobs. But great stuff on the ice. Great stuff between the pipes. And great stuff on the offensive side of the puck. Ocean City got their work cut out for them. we'll see how the season remains. As the postseason continues, they will move on to play the Los Angeles Comets as we continue on. But yeah, that's going to be a later problem. Noobs, Tsunamis, the last two challenger teams look to take out the Orangutans and the Comets before the postseason is over. Will they do it? Will they go home a little bit more sad than they thought they would? We'll have to find out later on as the postseason continues. Thank you all for all of the supporters. Thank you for everybody tuning in to the action here tonight. I would not be here. Well, I would be here. Anyway, thank you to all of our supporters. We got a lot of you on the list here tonight. First and foremost, everybody up in the gold names: Eli, Irvion, Laugh Track, Min. We got Gubby, Fizz, Messiah, and I think Gubby. Yeah, thank you first and foremost, JStronics, for putting in the blood, sweat, and tears to the color mod. Would not have looked as crisp and clean as it did tonight without him. So thank you for all the work you do in the coding department. I have no idea how you do it. I'm going to be straight with you. Also, Cloudy, going a little above and beyond his regular sub, but everybody in the white name is a sub that has been before during the season. Thank you tonight for Raminator, Renard for gifting the sub, Milk with the resub, and JStronics for gifting 5 subs tonight. You guys are awesome. You guys hold a special spot in my heart, even if you're not on the list, even if I didn't mention your name. Each and every one of you has some opinion inside of me, whether it's good or bad. That's kind of up to you. But yeah, this list keeps getting longer and longer. I'm gonna be straight with you guys. I don't do this for the money. I don't do it for recognition. I do it because I like casting, and that's the only reason. But thank you guys so much for thinking this is worth, actual money, and putting together a few bucks to throw towards the channel. I appreciate that. But with that being said, that's going to do it for me here tonight. We'll be back tomorrow if there's Slapshot to be played. I think the Monkeys play tomorrow against the Otters. I'll have to talk to Kylar about that and see if that's going to happen. Thank you, Clifford, for the sub. We'll not forget about you. But yeah, I think that's going to do it here tonight. Tsunamis, Comets, coming up next. Sometime later in the week, maybe tomorrow, maybe even farther in the future. But we got till the 29th to get the postseason in the books. And the Pro Playoffs, I think, are going to have a big matchup tomorrow night. And that'll be here on the SPL Network. Tune in if you're interested in that. We'll put out announcements for it whenever we get the information, first and foremost. But yeah, make sure to get into the Discord. Make sure to get into our Discord. There's a link for it below. The broadcast channel is your first place for everything SPL related. Whenever we go live, we'll notify you there first. But thank you for tuning into the SPL Network. My name is Darth. Hopefully, we'll see you in the next one.